Back again this week with Coach Fell and joining him the one and only Ruben Flowers III today. Let's start with you, Coach, and talk about the Clay game. 46-14 win. They hung tight with you guys for a little bit of that game, then you guys sort of took control. Take us through that game a little bit.
Well, first off, I kind of screwed up by making the bus go the long route to get there. We were trying to stay off 75. So we didn't get there until about 10 till 6. Didn't get warmed up till about quarter after 6, 20 after 6. And so things were a little rushed. We came out at the beginning of the game, scored 2 quick touchdowns, which is, for us, it's too easy sometimes. When we do that, we tend to let down. So we were up 14-0, and then they came back and they played well the rest of the first half. So right before halftime, it was 20-14. They were driving down. They were probably going to take the lead, and Ruben stripped the ball, and Miguel recovered it, kept them out of the end zone. They came out the second half, and we scored 4 touchdowns in like 5 minutes, and basically the ball game was over.
Let's look ahead to Friday. We're going to Toledo Central Catholic. That's for a share of the TRAC Championship, right?
Yeah, that's the battle. We got a chance to win the league.
How tough is this game going to be? I mean, how tough is Central this year?
Well, the thing when you're playing Toledo Central Catholic is they've been in big games before. They've been in state. They won a state championship. They won 2 out of the last 3. They won TRAC championships. They play teams on. This year they were on ESPN. So they have prepared for big games. They know what it's all about. Their kids know what it's all about. That's what we're learning to do. This is about our 3rd or 4th big game in Ruben's 3 years here. So, we're getting better at it. We played Whitmer very tough, week 4 this year and didn't finish. And, we're going to get it done this week. We're going to battle, and, we know how to do it now, so we're ready to go.
What's their biggest weapon that they have that you have to battle with?
Well, they're real good. Their running backs are very good. Mike Warren is, he's big time. He's already a Division I offer. Trayvon Wade is also a Division I running back. They've got a huge offensive line. So, they can run the ball. They do an excellent job there. Defensively, they're aggressive. They're tough up front. They play man-to-man. They challenge you. So it's a situation where you got to play your best to beat them.
Ruben, I'm guessing you remember that Central game last year. I mean, talk to me about sort of the mindset and the focus you guys have going into this game this year.
Well, we just know that, this is a big game, so big players have to make big plays. And last year, we remember Coach Phil telling us in the locker room that, he trusts his big players to make big plays in the game last year versus Central. And, a lot of us, we feel that we let that down because, we had a lot of big plays that we could have made and we didn't. So, we're just carrying that burden on our back to, be able to make those plays this year and be able to help carry our team to a win.
Let me talk to you, sir, about you came in as a freshman, losing football program, having won a couple games in several years. Coach Fell comes, you win 5 games your sophomore years, you make the playoffs last year, now you're facing the TRAC Championship. Talk to me about how that has been through the years, your football career here.
Yeah, Ruben, tell me about it. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, it's been a complete wraparound. Coach Fell, when he came in, he kind of changed the culture of the football team. He got it back to how it was in '96. With a lot of energy and a lot of fan support, a lot of support outside with the parents and just other people. And I think that was the biggest thing. Getting everybody else involved, getting the players and the other people to feel wanted enough, to have enough confidence to go out and give their all in front of their team, in front of their players, in front of their fans, every Friday night and things like that. So it's been a complete wraparound.
Well, the thing is, guys like Ruben, when I got the job, and I've said this before, when I saw Ruben and Rico playing basketball as freshmen and starting on Lima Seniors team, I knew we had to have these guys. And at that time, Ruben had given football up for a year, and Rico had never played. But once you get guys like that, we have great athletes here. We have guys that not too many teams in the state have, and to get them out and then get them to buy into what's going on. Now, on the other side, we don't have huge linemen. We don't have really mean, tough kids. We've got kids that work at it. We got kids that work in the weight room. We got kids that go and play hard. But we're the really hard, tough kids. They can't do what they do here, because they can't stick with it. So we have kids that are responsible. They go to class. We have kids that do what they're supposed to do. They respect their coaches, their teachers, and stuff, and then they do things. Just like Ruben, Jalen, and DeMonte got a rose from the Lima News the other day. Hey, those type of kids we have, and we're real proud of them.
Ruben, what sort of motivates you every week, especially this season?
Well, it's a lot that goes into it. First, I just want to go out and not let my team down. Second, has a big thing to do with my dad. He always wanted me to be the best I could be. So, with him not being here, I still want to live his name up. So, I go out every week and I play for him, play for my team, play for my parents, and just.
Yeah. It's been good for Ruben that he signed early. He's a Lima Senior Spartan, but he's also a Pitt Panther. And so, he doesn't have that pressure that he has to, score every touchdown, do whatever. So, they've double and triple teamed him all year, and that leaves other guys open. And I've never seen him pout or be upset that, maybe he got 3 or 4 catches when, for the beginning of the year he had 10 or he was getting 10 a game. Now they kind of are putting enough people on him that we have to go other places, and guys are getting it done. But I don't see him worrying about that. He's number one about the team, which is what you expect from one of your senior captains.
Let me ask you, Ruben, about your commitment to the University of Pittsburgh. Tell us about that decision and why that's where you ended up.
I just feel real comfortable with Pitt. The past couple weeks before I committed to Pitt, I took a lot of visits to a lot of other places, and I kind of had a sense of I was uncomfortable in other places, and then when I took a visit up to Pitt, I was just real comfortable. And I had talked to Coach Sherman, the wide receiver coach, a couple of times before, and I kind of liked him a lot. And then I went up there, and they had a new coach, Coach Spartan, and I can tell that he had a sense of Coach Phil in him. He had a sense that he wanted to come in and change the program around, and I like that. And my mom, she said she was with it because they have a good education program and things like that. So.
Right now Pitt's only lost 1 game. They're rated in the top 25. I watched their game last week, and their coach went for a fake punt that set up the winning score. And I did my second tweet of my life, and I tweeted that I thought it was great for Pitt Panthers and for Ruben that they're playing for somebody that's playing to win. And I think it's a great fit for him.
How far is he going to go, do you think?
Oh, he can go as far as he wants. He's 6'4". He's strong, but he hadn't really worked at it that much because he plays basketball and he runs track. They're going to get him in the weight room, and 6'4" guys that can run, and he catches the ball. You never know. The sky's the limit for this guy.
Let's look ahead now to the playoff. And what's the picture looking like right now going into Friday?
Well, we're sitting 5th, and basically, if we win, beat Toledo Central Catholic, we'll be 2nd or 3rd, and we'll host a playoff game. If we lose, we'll probably be 6, 7, or 8, and we'll have to go down south. Either way, we're in the playoffs, but we're out to beat Central Catholic this week. It's our battle. We're going to get done.
Ruben, how often do you think about that playoff game last year when you just barely just moving on?
I think about it a lot, actually. The number 1 time it came back this year was the Pickwick game. It was a dog fight, but it came down to the last couple of plays, and that's kind of how the Harrison game came down to the last play of the game. So. It's fresh back in my mind. Every game I think about it. Every game during halftime I think we playing up to the best potential right now, but let's not come out flat and give the other team a chance. Let's kind of put our foot on their neck and keep the pedal down.